Hey guys, Max19 and welcome back to another tryout. Today's tryout is a special episode. I'm calling it a follow-up because this is the 52nd episode of tryouts, meaning I've completed a whole syndicated year of television, if this was a television show. So that's fun and interesting. And I figured with that I'd look back at all of the passes that have happened on the channel so far and see if I still agree with my sentiment. I have everything written down and ready, so let's get into this. So to start, we have Ghost Recon Breakpoint. The game flopped and I never bought it, so we're just gonna assume that pass didn't hold up very well. I did talk about the beta, so I was like, if they fix these things that I think that it needs fixed, maybe this could pass, but they didn't fix them and the game launched and nobody really liked it. And now it's constantly on sale for very cheap. Next up, the next tryout was Blair Witch, which I did a wrap-up on. So, click wherever cards go. I don't know if I figured out cards, but click the card if there are cards. To go watch my final opinions on Blair Witch in the wrap-up. The next one was Agents of Mayhem, and for this game, what happened was it went off Game Pass, and I didn't feel attached enough to buy it myself yet. I don't know, like it's a fun, but I didn't feel a need to go purchase it so that I can keep playing it since it went off Game Pass. That leads to Goose Game, Untitled Goose Game, which I had a very enthusiastic video on, and I still enthusiastically say, hey, everybody, go find a way to play Untitled Goose Game. Though I didn't finish the game, it's fun. I just kind of was like, okay, I've gotten out of this what I want to get out of this. I don't need to play the whole thing. So yeah. The Witcher 2, I passed, but I never finished it. I just bought 3, so I guess my question at the end is, yeah, just buy 3. Just buy The Witcher 3 instead. Okami HD. Still like it. I've been playing it on and off, but I'm playing a lot of games, so I just haven't gotten back to it yet. I'm still currently working my way through Nier Automata, which is why I haven't played or finished many of these games yet, because I'm trying to finish Nier Automata for the next big wrap-up, but it's just slow. Ruiner. I didn't play more of the game. Maybe I'll come back to it someday, but I don't have it installed, so I'm not sure. Not sure. I don't know. Vampire. Now, with Vampire, I wanted to do a wrap-up, but the game went off Game Pass, and I just haven't purchased it to do a wrap-up on yet. Not that I don't feel particularly attached to it. I want to go back and play that one, but I have to buy it, and I just haven't yet. Wolfenstein: The New Order. Now, I actually played the whole game. I didn't quite 100% it. I think there's like 5 achievements I didn't get, most of which were just play the game on the harder difficulties with these stupid modifiers turned on that makes it almost unplayable. But as for my experience with the game on its own, I enjoyed it. I had a fun time with it. It's not like with Doom, where I was like, I'm going to do a tryout on this, and then I finished the game before I got the chance to try it out. I just was like, I'm going to keep playing through Wolfenstein: The New Order, and I finished it, and it's like, yeah, that's cool. Makes me want to play Wolfenstein 2. Anyway. Yakuza 0. Yakuza 0 is a great game. I'm still making my way through it. My partner actually finished the game last night, She started after me and finished the game before me, so it's great. Again, I've been playing Nier Automata. That's. I mean, I've been playing some other stuff, but anytime I'm sitting down, I'm like, what do I play? I should probably keep playing Nier Automata. So it's just, other than games for tryouts, I mostly play Nier Automata. Now we are on to the Power Rangers fighting game, Battle for the Grid, and it didn't deserve the conditional pass I gave it. It's really not worth it. It's not great. Yeah, I played more of it. I played it. It works as this like entry-level fighting game, but I just don't think it's got enough base game content to justify existence as in the state it's in. Sea Salt. I didn't play much more of Sea Salt, and now it's off Game Pass. And I don't know. I feel like the little bit I played of it, I pretty much got what I wanted out of it. Because I did play more than just what I did for the tryout. But I just kind of did it. It's like, okay. I think I've played what I want on this game and stopped playing it. That's just sort of what I do sometimes. Hitman 2. I've played through all of Hitman 1 in the Hitman 2 engine game. And it is an upgrade from Hitman 2. Like, I would not recommend you go buy, or it's an upgrade from Hitman 1. I wouldn't recommend you go buy Hitman 1. In fact, I'd probably just tell you, get Hitman 3. You can get the legacy content from 1 and 2 for 3. So, like, I don't see why you would buy 1 or 2 at this point, if you can just buy the first 2 games as add-on content for 3, honestly. Journey to the Savage Planet. I played all of Journey to the Savage Planet, and I had a blast playing it. I only played once. I think it's the sort of game that maybe benefits from multiple playthroughs, but I didn't feel a need to play through it a second time, so I had a fun time. Journey to the Savage Planet. Yeah. Phantasy Star Online 2. I still play it on and off, but it's an MMO, and I don't know. MMOs aren't totally my thing, so it's more or less like, I'll play it here and there, but I'm not going to play it like as much as an MMO wants you to play it. Jurassic World Evolution, I still think is an excellent park builder, but I uninstalled it, and I don't know if I'm going to reinstall it. I'm not sure if that's something I want to go back to. I've been playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. There's a mod that you can get online that makes it so you can play it with friends in multiplayer, and I would love to do Jurassic World Evolution like that, but I'm not so sure if I would go back and play it by myself. Sea of Thieves is a good, like I said, I believe in the original video, it's a good multiplayer. I just don't have many Xbox friends to play that game with, so I don't have it installed anymore. It's really not something to play with randoms or by yourself. So, I don't know. Grounded. I haven't progressed much further because bugs can be scary, like when they're very large. But it's good. I'm not sure if I want to play more of it, at least as a single player. I feel like it would benefit from playing with other people, but I don't have any other people to play with, so that's gonna be a theme for multiplayer games. I don't have any people to play with. Final Fantasy IX is another case of I kind of rescind the pass in that I just couldn't deal with the ATB, the active time battle system, just because it's so slow. And I'm assuming it's part of because I played Child of Light, which is an excellent game with like a really good active time battle fight system thing, and I don't know, I just couldn't, sit through how long it took everything to do So I've uninstalled it, and I'm not going to come back, I'm assuming. Dante's Inferno. I think it's too edgy for me. Like it's not like the gore or whatever. It's just sort of like a really specific time period of edginess that I'm like, do I want to deal with this for a whole game? I don't know. I might come back and finish it someday, but as of right now, I'm not sure. Sleightaway Camp, I actually, not exactly 100% it, but I finished most of it. I got all of the achievements, and I played through at least all of the regular levels for each, set of levels. And I think I even made it through all of the deleted scenes and a handful of the NC-17 versions. And it's a fun game. I would not recommend 100%ing it just because one achievement is a mess. It's way too much work to get. Deathmark. I keep forgetting about Deathmark. I plan to finish it someday. I just keep forgetting that I have it to play. I don't know why. I think it's partly because I don't play on the PS4 that much. So I guess that's just is what it is. Costume Quest is one that I did 100% complete, and I bought the DLC and 100% complete that. Costume Quest is an amazing game, and I might, because I have the second game that I've already started playing at some point, I might come around to do a wrap-up for Costume Quest 2 someday. Let me know in the comments if that's something you're interested in. Call of Cthulhu is another one that there is a wrap-up on, so cards, wherever they are, click the card. You can find that there. Go watch that for my final thoughts on Call of Cthulhu. Made of Scare. As I mentioned in the video, I am too spooked to play, so I haven't played it again. I don't remember if it's even still installed, so it's just, there's something about certain games that build tension too much to where I just can't do it. As for Victor Vran, I do plan to continue to play it, to finish the game. I'm just busy with Nier Automata. Mostly Nier Automata. And The Long Dark is one that it's just, as I mentioned in the video, it's a hardcore survival game, and it's honestly just too much of a hardcore survival game for me. So I've uninstalled it, and I probably won't be coming back to it. It's a gorgeous game, and I do recommend you at least check it out. It's just sort of, for me, it's just too much of this hardcore survival game for me to really enjoy it. Never Alone. I actually finished the game, and it was a good time in spite of the controls being frustrating. I had a handful of sections where it's like, what do I have to do to get through this? Why isn't it just do the thing? And those were frustrating, but like as an overall product, the way it sort of takes this, I'd say, lesser known culture in like a mainstream view and weaves it into the game, it's just an excellent thing. Tetris Effect, I really haven't played more of, but it's mostly because I have been playing Tetris 99 and Puyo Tetris on the Switch, because it's just more convenient. Like, I can be in here instead of having to be out in the living room with the big TV. It's just more convenient. I mean, I could technically stream it to my laptop, but with the latency, I don't know if I want to do Tetris with latency like that. So, I don't know. Tetris Effect, again, good. I've just been playing other Tetris. And Monster Train, I've been playing more of, and it's a good system. I've finished 2 runs. I've won 2 of 3 runs that I've done. And it's a good kind of roguelite system where it sort of rewards you for just playing in general. And so there's sort of like a outside frame system to keep you engaged with the small scale runs. And I think it works very well. And as for the last two passes, which are Song of the Deep and Haven, it's just been too short of a time for me to have played very much more of them. Again, I've been playing Nier Automata, but I do plan to play more of both Haven and Song of the Deep. And maybe there'll be a wrap-up for Haven someday. I'm not so sure about Song of the Deep. I don't know. We'll see. Let me know in the comments if any of the games I'm still playing through you want to see wrap-ups on in the future or something. But we'll come around to a sort of tally system. So we have the games that I've finished of all of these tryouts. I have finished 7 of them. I fell off and I'm still playing on and off 12 of them, and I gave up on 13 of them, which in total is 32 passes, which is the majority. So the majority of games that have crossed my desk for tryouts, I mean, in the sense that I chose them, and it was like, this looks interesting to me, have been passes. And I don't know what that says, that I'm just picking games that I like very well or what. So yeah, it's been a whole year of tryouts, maybe a little longer because I think I skipped a couple weeks. And I feel like from the start to now, I've gotten better at it. Probably, I hope. And I really look forward to doing more. I like doing this weekly series. It sort of keeps me in a structured content schedule a little bit so that I don't fall off and just take 800 years to get a video and at all out, you know. But they also are sort of simple to where I can still work on other things on the sidelines. So yeah, and it's especially useful because tryouts is an excuse to play games I own, even though I tend to pull games from Game Pass instead of the ones that I actually own. And hopefully I can get set up to where I can play my Steam games. That would be great. But I think I need a new computer for that to work. So then there's a notice. There will be a break for tryouts. There won't be a tryout next week. I'm going to take a break week to start what I'm going to call Season 2. It's going to look the same. It's not going to be especially different looking. But I'm going to take a break week, and then we'll start Season 2. So yeah, we'll be back the week after. And so we'll get to the end bits, the clerical stuff. Thank you so much for watching. You know, if you want to go down in the description, you can find my links to all my places. Look it down there. You got a Patreon. You got a Discord server. You got a Bandcamp, a Twitter. Go down there. Look at them. There's so many. Remind me that I have a Tumblr again. You know, go down there. Click the links. Go to the places. Follow me there. You know, if you want to keep up with what I do here on the channel, hit the subscribe button and you will hopefully get the things in your inboxes or whatever. Wherever YouTube places these things. Hit the like button if you like this video. Hit the dislike button if you didn't. Leave a comment. I gave some call to actions down there. What do you think? What game should I finish? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about any of this. Anything. Tell me your thoughts. I think that's all of the bits. Do the things. Do the things. And anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.